CBC. My name is Signora and I'm so happy you've joined me once again. Today we're going to continue our series on the armor of God by talking about the shoes of the gospel of peace. Yes, do you know why shoes are important? Because they keep our feet protected from the ground. Well, just like regular shoes keep us protected, the shoes of peace also protect us from the storms of life. Now this is such an important part of the armor of God because have you ever walked around outside on a very hot day with your bare feet? What happened to your feet? Well, they probably burned, right? They were really hot. Why is that? Because they were not protected. But when we walk around protected by the shoes of God's peace, it protects us no matter what the temperature of our lives is. Now let's watch a video that shows us why it's so important that we make sure that we wear our shoes of peace.
The full armor of God.
Wow, I just got back from a long march in the forest of Carthage, fighting the menacing warriors of the trees, also known as the squirrels in my backyard. My feet are really tired. It may have something to do with this heavy breastplate and belt I'm wearing. I'm so glad I have these Roman sandals to protect my feet. Stepping on a pine cone can be deadly. Roman soldiers wore sandals like these so they would always be ready. They needed to be ready to run, sometimes for 25 miles a day. And they needed to be ready to climb. Their sandals actually had hobnails hammered into the sole to give them better traction over rough land. They even used their sandals as weapons to stomp on their enemies. The sandals most of us see today aren't meant for difficult work. I usually wear my sandals only at the beach or at the pool. But God tells us in the Bible that we need to have our feet fitted with the readiness that comes from the gospel of peace. My dad says that means we need to be ready to face the enemy and stand firm against his attacks. We can do this because we have the good news of God's peace in our hearts. So when the enemy tries to take us down, we can use our sandals to dig into the ground and keep him from moving us away from God. Are you wearing your sandals of readiness today? If so, you can stand your ground against Satan's attacks and stay close to God. Do you want to go on a march with me in the forest of Carthage?
Charlie, get your shoes on. It's time to go.
I already had them on. I'm ready. Guess I'll be going to the store instead. See ya!
Alright kids, it's memory verse time. Stand up, stretch around, and let's get to it. Our verse for today comes from Ephesians chapter 6, verse 15. And it reads, "For shoes, put on the peace that comes from the good news so that you will be fully prepared." One more time and you join in with me. For shoes, put on the peace that comes from the good news so that you will be fully prepared. Great job, everyone! Thank you so much for tuning in once again. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. And remember, by wearing your shoes of peace, you'll be protected in any storm. My name is Signora, and I'll see you next week.